Sunlight is the best disinfectant. This is what the judge said in his very famous lines in his judgment. This has been a landmark judgment for all of us who've been fighting for transparency in the Supreme Court and all the judicial system across the board. Advocate Mistry had submitted standards from Ontario as part of the petition, which he'll be speaking at length.
I've been practicing as a counsel both in India, and then I had the good fortune of actually going to Canada and appearing in a particular case there as counsel. The interesting thing is it's all seamless. You wouldn't even realize that you are being recorded. That's the beauty of the system. We had I think 2 or 3 hour hearing, and in the evening when we met with the counsel, he suddenly pulls out these sheets of paper like this. I said, "What is this?" He said, "This is the order sheet, the entire proceedings that happened today, including if you did you could get a dash, and everything with your name, the time, every single word was recorded, beautifully bound and given to you. It's in electronic form or in paper. You can print it out. If I show it to you today, you would actually think and believe that you were in court on that particular day. Compare it to the ordinary copy of the order that you get in a court in India. It will say, Mr. So-and-so appeared, stand over to whatever, 22nd of December. That's it. Okay, so I came back to Mumbai and in fact with my Canadian client, and he saw what happened in court over here, and he says, that person who sits next to the judge, the stenographer, he says, can I get the order sheet? I said, my friend, the stenographer only takes down what he or she is told to take down. The judge then reviews it, and sometimes you get something, what you said or you didn't say at the end of the day. So he says, what are you saying? He said, how do you file your appeal? This was a refrain that I've heard very often in Canada. Not only the litigant, even I met there the Attorney General and the Law Minister is one and the same person. So I met her and she says, how do you prefer your appeal? I mean, how did you know what happens in court? I said, well, that's the beauty of our system. So we only go by what the judge, what he is able to understand, encompass, and what is in his mind, that is considered the judgment, and that is then appealed against. My friend here, Amrish Kilachand, we were in school together, and he stayed in the US and things like that. So when our senior advocate Indira Jaisingh filed the petition on live streaming, I read about it and I saw it on the ticker, and actually excitedly I gave her a call. I said, you know what, madam, I said, you have touched upon the most important part for transparency as far as our country is concerned. I said, this is great. You've asked for live streaming. I said, we want to support you, of course, number one. And second thing is on a more important aspect, which is legal transcription. I spoke to Amrish and it was done, and we attached a lot of Canadian precedent. Now the best part is over there, right from who can be a transcriber to how the order sheet is brought out. Everything is available. We filed it in court, and we were asked that, why are you here? So we said, we are here because of this particular aspect, that in case the court decides that they don't want live streaming, here is a very good first alternative that we have, called legal transcription. On the same day that the Adv judgment came, that was in September of last year, the Supreme Court has allowed all the 3 or 4 petitions that were filed by different individuals, including a law student, and importantly allowed all our intervention applications, which means that it is now law. The question that arises is, when will it be implemented?